Okay guys, this is my 1963 Gibson Custom Shop SG Special. I've had this guitar for almost 10 years now, actually, really close to 10 years. And this guitar is absolutely one of my favorite pieces I have in my collection. I've used it numerous times on tour with Get the Let Out. It's played all over the country, and I currently have it set up for slide guitar. What's unique about this is this guitar has what's referred to as a wraparound tailpiece, which is this part right here. Notice how there's not an adjustable saddle bridge as well. It's a single stop tailpiece, wraparound tailpiece. I've heard these things called numerous different things over the years, but yeah, that's what that is. And what's unique about this is there really isn't any adjusting going on. The old school ones, it's literally just the bar. This one, if you can see, has these two little pinholes here that can be adjusted by an Allen key, so you can alternate, you can crank it and tighten up your intonation. But for the most part, that's really all you got. These two screws, raise it up, lower it down. That's how you adjust the action. And I absolutely love wraparound tailpiece guitars. I have this. I have a TV Yellow Gibson Special with the wraparound tailpiece on it. I feel more connected to the guitar when I'm playing it. I can feel it resonate. I can feel the body move. That's another reason why I like string through body tellies as well. There's just something about, I just feel more connected to it. That being said, there is a trick to restringing these guitars, and if you notice, I'm missing the high E string here. And I'll tell you what happened. Get the Let Out had a show in Huntington, and we were doing, since I used this guitar for slide, I brought it with me to do, I think we were performing You Shook Me that night. And the reason I brought this is because it was, close to home. I don't have this on the road with me anymore. This is more of a at-home piece, sentimental reasons that I just, God forbid something happened to it, I would be devastated. That being said, I brought it with me, and in a rush to restring it, I didn't follow my normal protocol. And it's a little trick with these single stop tailpiece, wraparound tailpiece guitars, and that is there is a breaking point. If you can see, all of the strings are bending right there at the edge, right where it wraps around. So in order to give the string, make sure that doesn't fall, a little extra give, instead of it breaking right here like it did on this other string. Do I still have it, or did I throw it away? I think I still have it. Yes. So here's where it broke. That's the weak point. Where did this string break? Right there at the weak point. You can see it, right? So what you do is the ball is missing from this one, right? The ball is right here. So you take it off, take the little ball end off, take your new string, and you thread the new string. Let's see if I can do this in the camera. You thread the new string just like that. So now you've got a ball on a string. Let it slide all the way down. And what that does is it gives you a little extra space for when you wrap it back around. The breaking point of that is not right on the edge of that wraparound. Like so. You feed it, right? I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to do the rest of them so you can see what it looks like. But you feed it through, and then you have the extra ball on there, you see that? Pull it all the way through, and it now is not bending at the string's breaking point, right? I don't know if that's a good shot or not for you, but when you do this at home for yourself, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And it is a great way to make sure that your strings don't break, especially the high E and B string and the G string. Those are the ones that I have noticed tend to always snap right there. The other ones generally break where, you know, you hit them harder on the 6th, 5th, and 4th string, the E, A, D string. I find if I break strings, which, knock on wood, seems to be very a rare occurrence, not to jinx myself, but it doesn't seem to happen very often, and thankfully it doesn't really happen during shows, but certain things happen. So, that being said, I hope that little trick helps. I'm going to go ahead and restring this guitar, and I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, so side note, when you are cutting off the balls from the old set of strings, right, you really only need to do this once, because once you do, you can always reuse these and keep the balls that you already ripped off. Because that little piece right there, if that falls down on the floor and you lose it for whatever reason, you step on that with your foot in your studio, or you have a dog that picks it up, it's going to cause some serious damage. Yeah, you know, just a little safety side note. So, anyway, I'm going to get back to this, and I'll see you in a few. Okay, so for this, I'm using the 10 gauge Ernie Ball Slinkies. That's what I use on all my guitars that I play any slide on. I've talked about that in other videos. But basically, it's very simple. With the single stop tailpiece, or with any guitar, I don't normally take all the strings off when I do this. I leave one on, especially in this case. Take the ball, thread the string through it, let it slide down. Send it through this way, because obviously you're going to wrap it back up over. See what I mean? You can let that hang. We got one more before I tighten up these first 5 before I do the low E. And again, when it's time to change these strings, you don't have to change you can use the same ball. You don't have to like cut them off again. You just continue to do it. And this way, you know, it's way faster the more you do it after this, because 6 less strings you gotta cut and snip apart, okay? Then what you do, just like normal, however you do it, there's a million different ways to restring a guitar. Everyone's got the way that works best for them. I have the way that works best for me, that I've been doing for years. My techs do it this way, and that's it. Then I lock it up front, hold it down, get my string winder. You probably can't even see my hands, and that's it. So, anyway, back at it. Alright, fine folks in YouTube land, I am done restringing, and now you can see that on the actual bridge here, you can see each string has an extra ball, which sits in front of the ball and doesn't allow it to pull all the way through, so the breaking point isn't right there. The breaking point is inside the wraparound. So that's one fun little trick. I would love to continue this video and play this for you, but it's in tune. I'm going to let it sit. There's a wicked storm outside right now, so I'm going to go ahead and shut things down and take care of what I have to in my studio and my house. But I'll come back tomorrow, and I'll light up this guitar through that purple thing right behind me. I can't wait to tell you guys about that. Lots of really cool things coming along with this channel. I want to thank everybody who's gone ahead and checked out all the links and followed me on Instagram. You guys have sent me tons of messages and very kind words. So, New Year, Happy 2024 to everybody. I can't wait to continue putting out new content. And as always, if you guys have any ideas and things that you would like me to do, send them my way. I've got a whole slew of ideas that I'm working on, and I can't wait to share them all with you. So, this was just to be a real quick restring on a wraparound tailpiece. I hope it helps. I hope it helps you guys out at home. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and that little bell icon. You know, do all the YouTube stuff so you can be notified of my next video. Also, there's links in the description box below for all the stuff that I'm using here, the guitar strings, the winder, the cutter, all that stuff I talked about in some other videos. So feel free, give them a click, buy yourself some cool stuff. It helps the channel out, helps me out. And other than that, just continue to be a good person. Guys and gals, I'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Cheers.